This is the test review for Chapter 4 for Math 63. Please make sure that you label your work when you take this test because I am going to be grading you on presentation. So the problem says calculate the shaded area of the floor to the nearest whole value. There's lots of ways that I can do this problem. I can go ahead and break this up into parts that I have formulas for where I can find area quite easily. What I like to do sometimes, not all the time, is I like to find the areas that are not shaded, and I'm going to calculate the area of each of those. I'll find the area of the entire figure, and I'll subtract those, and that will give me the shaded part. So that's my plan. So I'm going to find the area of the total figure, and I'm going to subtract the area of, let's call this part A and this part B, the area of A, and I'm going to subtract the area of B, and that's going to give me the area of the shaded floor. Okay, so to find the area of the total figure, I need length times width. Well, I've got 22 feet over here and 10 feet over here, so this is 32 feet across. And I've got 14 and 10 over here, and that's 24 feet down. And of course, that's the same thing on the other side, 32 and 14. So the area of the total figure is just going to be, I'll just put 32 by 24. Okay, so that's the first part. Now, I'm going to find the area of this guy. Well, this is nothing more than a 12 by 14. 12 by 14. So I'm going to be subtracting that. And then I'm going to subtract the area of this guy, which is nothing more than 5 by 10. So this is 5 by 10. And that's going to give me the area of the shaded floor. So in my calculator, 32 times 24, turn it on and clear it. 32 times 24, so that's 768, minus 12 times 14, which is 168, minus 5, that's a 5 by 10, so that's 50. I can do that in my head. And that's going to give me the area of the shaded floor. So I've got 768 minus 168 minus 50. And I end up with 550. 550 square feet is the area of the shaded floor. 550 square feet. Please, when you're doing your test, please don't be lazy. Finish the problem here and then copy the answer and put it over here. Okay. So let's take a look at the next guy. Calculate the number of 3 by 3 inch tiles that it will take to cover the floor. Round your answer to the closest whole tile if necessary. Well, the obstacle here is that these are in inches and these are in square feet. My answer appears in square feet. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change the 550 square feet to square inches. And once I get that, I'm going to divide that by the area of one tile. In fact, let me find out what the area of one tile is. The area of one tile is just 3 times 3, which is equal to 9 square inches. So now I'm going to change 550 square feet to square inches. 550 square feet. I'm going to use a chain. So I'm going to have square feet down here and square inches up here. So I need to know the relationship between these two. I know this one. I know that there are 144 square inches in 1 square foot. So the 144 is going on top. So I end up with 550 times 144, which is 79200 square inches. So now I'm going to go ahead and take that value and divide it by 9. So I have 79200 square inches divided by 9. That's how many are in each tile. And I already have it resting in my calculator, divided by 9, and I get 8800. That's how many tiles. 8,800 tiles. Okay. On the last part, I want to calculate the perimeter of the floor, the distance around. Well, let's take a look at the figure again. If I start over here and I go all the way around, I've got this distance and this distance and this and this and this and this and this and so on. So I'm just going to basically put that in my calculator. So let me write it down first. So the perimeter is equal to, I'm going to start at that point, and I'm going to say that it's 12 and then up 14 and then to the right 20, down 19, to the left 10, to the left 20, excuse me, down 5. I'm going to take that out. I'm going down 5 and then to the left 22 and up 10. Okay, so let's put that in the calculator. 12 plus 14 plus, well, I know 20 and 19 is 39, plus 10 and 5 is 15, plus 22 and 10 is 32. So I get an answer of 112 feet. 112 feet. Now, I just want to try this one other way that you might want to consider when doing this kind of problem. Let's see if it works out the same. I've got 12, and if I just kind of go straight across and go down, because if you think about it, this guy is the same as this guy, right? And this 20, it takes me from here, it takes this little piece here and this little piece here. So let's go ahead and do that. So I've got 32 going across on the top, and I've got 32 going across on the bottom, so that's going to be times 2. Plus, I have 24 going down on the right, and they're same thing on the left, so that's times 2. And let's see if I get the same answer. So I get 112 feet. So either way that I do this, I'm going to get exactly the same answer.